welcome back to my channel. I am doing an updated henna and indigo hair treatment video because for this particular hair treatment I'm going to be adding some additional Ayurvedic herbs that I wanted to share with you guys and talk about the benefits so that way we can all have healthy, beautiful hair. So I get all of my Ayurvedic herbs from the Henna Color Lab, as I'm showing you guys here. This is where I get all of my herbs because, as you can see on the packaging, their herbs are all natural, vegan, cruelty free. It has no ammonia, no PBD, no metallic salts. And these are the things you want to watch out for when you are buying Ayurvedic herbs because they can actually be very dangerous to you. You may actually be allergic to them. So I did a lot of research about this company and I have been using the Henna Color Lab for many, many years. It's just simply hennacolorlab.com. This is where I get my herbs from. Alright, so here is the indigo henna herb, and this is like a half a pack that I had left over. This is the henna that I'll actually be using. The package looks a little bit rough because I had it for a while, but it's almost about a full pack. And I'm just showing you guys that I'm using a plastic bowl and a plastic spoon. So I'm adding the henna first, and then I'm going to go ahead and add the indigo second and basically mix the two with some tap water actually. But I'm using plastic utensils because I don't know, I guess it just comes from me using bentonite clay a lot and making sure that I don't use anything metal so that way it doesn't have a negative reaction to the herbs. But again, as you guys can see, I'm adding the hot water. This is tap water. If you are using Ayurvedic herbs, especially the ones that I'm using, you can just simply go ahead and use tap water, which is what it states on the directions. Now I'm going to go ahead and add water as I need it and mix it until I get a nice smooth consistency like pancake batter. I'm making sure that all of the lumps are out of my mixture and just getting it as creamy and as smooth as possible. So now I am adding Bhringaraj powder. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And I'm just adding about 1/4 of a teaspoon to my mixture. Next is going to be neem powder. And for all of these herbs, I'm just adding 1/4 of a teaspoon. Next up is fenugreek powder, adding that to my mixture. And then last but not least, I'm going to be adding marshmallow root. And again, just 1/4 of a teaspoon to my mixture. I'm going to go ahead and mix this all up. Make sure the powders are mixed in and blended very, very well. And again, I want that nice smooth consistency. And I think I had to add a little bit of water to my mixture just to get it as smooth as I can possibly get it. Now, you guys, I did eyeball these measurements. I had a little bit of a full pack of henna and a half a pack of indigo, but the reason why I added a little bit of the additional Ayurvedic herbs was because I didn't want them to interfere with the potency of the henna or the indigo, because the main purpose of me doing this hair mask, I'm going to be very honest, is because I want to darken my hair color. I've always loved dark hair color. So that's the reason, one of the main reasons why I do these Ayurvedic herb treatments. Now, as you guys can see, I am wearing a cape. I'm putting on a cape, and I'm also going to put on gloves. Now, very important, you want to cover your floors. You may even want to cover your walls, your countertops. Wherever you're applying these Ayurvedic herbs, you want to cover it because it can dye and stain the surfaces of other areas in your home. So be mindful of that. It also says that on the directions. So obviously, as you guys can see, I went ahead and start applying it to my hair. There's no right or wrong way to apply Ayurvedic herbs. Apply it all over. They're natural, and you can apply it on your scalp, all over your hair, you know, just apply it all over. Now, disclaimer, please, you guys, please do like a patch test on your skin before you use this. You can just simply take out like a little teaspoon or a tablespoon of henna and indigo and mix it with some water and maybe test it on your arm or the back of your neck near your nape area, and just test it out just to make sure you're not allergic to it, because herbs in general, some people may have issues with them, so you want to be very mindful of that. All right, so why do I use these Ayurvedic herbs? So I'm gonna break it down to you until it can't be broken down anymore, okay? So first off, henna actually is a natural hair dye. According to my research, it maintains hair oil balance. It maintains the hair pH balance. It also supposedly maintains hair hydration, which I'm still on the fence about. But it also adds hair shine, hair thickness, and it also helps with hair texture, which I definitely can attest to. All right, so the benefits of indigo. Again, this is all per Google, per my research. It prevents hair fall. It eliminates dandruff. It promotes healthy hair quality. And it is a treatment for premature graying. Indigo is also known to help accelerate hair growth. Bhringaraj powder helps maintain the hair shine and strength. It has antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. Now, Bhringaraj powder is supposed to help increase blood flow to your hair follicles, therefore resulting in new hair growth. Neem powder also has antifungal properties that help with the treatment of dandruff. And this is very true actually, because I actually used neem powder oil or something like that years ago to help with a very, very itchy scalp. But it helps to relieve itchiness, inflammation, and irritation that is associated with dandruff. Neem powder is also supposed to help with reducing hair fall. Fenugreek powder may actually help to reduce hair loss and shedding, kind of similar to the other herbs. It supports a healthy scalp. It adds shines, and I didn't even know this until I did research. Fenugreek powder also helps prevent premature graying of the hair as well, and it also has some antimicrobial benefits too. So some of these herbs are very similar. Last but not least, marshmallow root. It makes the hair soft and flexible. It gives the hair a lustrous shine. It also claims to thicken hair strands, and it gives natural body and bounce to the hair. It promotes hair growth. It enhances natural waves and curls, and is also supposed to help with reducing hair damage. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and claim that each of these ingredients were miraculous and amazing per the benefits that I explained. It would literally take me a little bit more experimenting to really find out if all of these ingredients do what Google says that they do. And y'all, let me just clarify, I'm not referring to the henna and indigo. I'm well aware that they do work at darkening the hair. I've been using them for years, and they've always darkened my hair. I'm mostly referring to the additional herbs that I added, like the Bhringaraj, the neem powder, the marshmallow root, the fenugreek. That was my first time. No, I think this is my second, maybe third time adding these ingredients into this hair mixture, but this is my first time making a video about it, and I'm still experimenting with those additional herbs. However, I'm well aware of how henna and indigo works overall. Now, with that being said, I trust the fact that these ingredients do what Google claims that they do, and per my additional research, that's the reason why I use them in my hair treatment. And I can state that marshmallow root actually probably does soften the hair like it claims, because I did use it in an isolated hibiscus hair mask treatment, which I'll be doing an updated video about, or I'll be doing a video period about, because I haven't filmed that yet. So make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel if you want to learn more about these Ayurvedic herbs and how they actually have an effect on my hair. So with that being said, I can say that this overall hair treatment in general is very drying. All of these herbs together, especially henna and indigo, per my experience, they actually act as a protein treatment. So they're very, very strengthening to the hair, which I actually don't mind because I do have some heat damage. So I can actually benefit from the strengthening properties of these Ayurvedic herbs. So I'm going to have to do a little bit more trial and error with isolating some of these herbs by themselves. I can say that this hair treatment was very, very hard to wash out. It's very messy. I still have some residue left over in my hair, and it's a week later. So it does take multiple washes to get all of these herbs out of your hair. But I will say that I feel safe using these herbs because sometimes I use a semi-permanent rinse in my hair, like a jet black or dark brown hair rinse. And you guys, on the directions or on the warning label of the actual product, it says that it may cause blindness. And when it comes to chemicals, it's just always a risk to take in general. That's the reason why I use this Henna hair treatment hair mask. Even though it takes forever and it's a long process, it's much safer, and I don't have to worry about, not that I'm aware of, I don't have to worry about potentially going blind. So that's what actually scares me about using a semi-permanent hair color. This is a great alternative if you're into natural hair products, which I am into, and you want to minimize your exposure to chemicals. All right, so you're supposed to cover your hair with a cap after you use the Ayurvedic herb, so that way the treatment can sit. For the Henna Color Lab, you have to allow their herbs to sit in your hair for at least 2 hours. I let mine sit for 4 hours. You don't necessarily have to wait that long, but me personally, I think it's going to get darker the longer it sits, meaning the hair color. But once you wash it out, you're supposed to blow dry your hair to finalize the process, in order to allow the color to darken and to allow the henna to work overall to color your hair, basically, as you guys see me doing here. One of the main negatives was the fact that I couldn't use my own leave-in conditioner, which was oil-based. So I had to use a non-oil-based leave-in conditioner, and as you guys see here, I'm using the Kinky Curly Knot today, which is not really my thing because it wasn't moisturizing to my hair, but that was the only leave-in that I can use because I was coloring my hair with the Ayurvedic herb. Now you guys, my hair was visibly darker. It was much stronger, and it did a great job of coloring my hair. If you're into Ayurvedic herbs, or if you use them a lot, you may know that you may constantly have to keep using them if you want your hair to get super rich and dark. And I can state that by me using henna at least once or twice a year, my hair stays dark for a very long time. And if I was to use it a little bit more, my hair would stay even darker for a long time. So I'm going to show you guys a picture of my hair the following day. I just basically did a braid out the night before, and here are the results. My hair was darker, it was stronger. I absolutely love the process. Will I use Ayurvedic herbs again? Yes, I can't wait to purchase some more. It's definitely a great alternative if you don't want to expose yourself to chemicals and have adverse health effects because of constantly using chemicals on your hair. Does that mean I'm going to stop using semi-permanent colors? I don't think so. I may just not use them as often, but hopefully I can just rely on the Ayurvedic herbs going forward because I absolutely love this stuff. Again, it was a little bit hard to wash out of my hair because the residue is still on my scalp. My scalp is a little bit itchy. That's because I have a sensitive scalp. So it's going to take another wash to completely get all of the herbs out of my hair, just like it takes multiple washes to get a semi-permanent rinse out of your hair. So it's kind of like the same concept, if you will. All right, you all, if you enjoyed today's content, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and hit that red subscribe button to be a part of my YouTube family. And I will see you all next time. Bye.